Good morning everybody and welcome back to the weekly vlog. I'm doing another pottery studio vlog, and this week we're going to be glazing and finishing up some of the pieces that we started, getting ready for bisque firing. So I have decorated some pots back here, and then I have some that have not been decorated at all yet, and we're going to put some underglaze on and get those ready to be fired. And then part 2 of this vlog is we're going to do a little studio upgrade, and I thrifted an organizational system that we're gonna revamp, DIY, and get ready to hang up, so I have somewhere to organize all of my tools. And yeah, that's gonna be it for today. Sorry if you guys hear construction. My studio is in my garage and we're ready to build community, so hear that, sorry about it. So yeah, let's get ahead and get started underglazing. I'm going to take some time now to kind of plan out what we're doing. So I'm just going to examine each pot and see what it wants to be. So yeah, and then we'll get glazing. See you guys in a second. Can we just take a moment to admire how beautiful all my pottery tools look like? This happens after I deep clean them, and I did that the other day, and I love coming into the studio and seeing them like this. I'm going to start with all of my mugs that have a peony carved into them. And so I'm just going to go through and kind of pick like a color story and what I want the outside color to be and the inside of the pot color to be for each mug, and then we will get started glazing. Okay, so after looking at these mugs, I decided on these couple of glaze colors. I'm going to use French blue, and I'm going to use like a really dark maroon and a really dark teal. And so these are actually not under glazes, they're just regular glazes, so I don't have to do anything right now. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave all of these peony mugs as they are, and then I will revisit them after they're bisque fired, but I'm gonna repeat the process with some of my other greenware. So yeah, I'm gonna get those down and then we can talk about what I'm doing with those.
Shimmer on our skin, restoring everything within. Oh, dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes, undercover agents of the other. Gravel beyond all. Hand in hand, building castles out of sand, reaching for the grand. As willows align, we lose track of time. Head up high, now we climb.
Okay, so I just finished underglazing. I really just did a couple of pieces because I want to use some new glazes I got. So I have like a dark maroon and a French blue color that I really want to try out. But these are glazes, not underglazes, so I have to go on after the bisque firing. I've packed up a lot of my pottery and we're going to go ahead and take it to a local studio so that they can fire it for me, because my kiln is in disrepair. So yeah, I was going to show you guys that, and we'll load up the car and get going. And here's how I've decided to transport my pottery. So these are all in just like a little tray, and I'm gonna set it in my trunk. And then it's actually my wedging board. And then I have some that I've previously glazed like a long time ago that need to get glaze fired. So I'm also taking those. I just took my pots to a community kiln, and so those are gonna get bisque and glaze fired. based on what we talked about earlier, and I hope they come out well. This is the first time that I am glaze firing and firing any pieces to a finish with a lower fire clay. So that'll be really interesting, but I'll get to learn what the glazes look like, so I'm really excited about that. And then my other project for today is I am going to kind of revamp this pottery organizer I got from the thrift store. So this is what I found. Don't judge it. It was $3. What says this on top? It says my beanbag pet collection, which is not what it is, but it has all these pockets so that I can put all my pottery tools in here and hang it next to my wheel, because right now they just kind of float around and they're in like a ton of different containers. It makes it very hard to find anything. And I've always wanted one of these, but they're so expensive. And it's adorable. It's like a pink stripe. It goes with everything that's in my studio right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut off this top section, and I'm actually just gonna flip this over and like re-sew it with using this white ribbon I have as a tie instead of these bright blue ones. And so yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Easy, easy on our tiptoes, undercover agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond a bigger scale.
Okay, just keep in mind this is not going to be the most beautiful thing you've ever seen because it is meant to be functional. And I'm getting crafty because I need something like this. Now that I've cut this, I decided just to cut a little bit into it, even though you're gonna see this frayed edge a little. I really could not care less. So I have my 2 pieces of ribbon that I put kind of ugly sides together, and I'm gonna slide it just right in here. Made them a little long so I'd have some wiggle room, and I'm gonna push that together. So I have these 2 pieces coming out, and then I just threaded my needle, so I'm just gonna stitch just really down a really simple stitch. Like I said, does not matter. I have a little safety pin that is not closed this side, just to keep these pieces level while I do this. So yeah, let's do that really quick.
World inhales as we go.
Okay, so I just completed this half. I know the stitching is terrible. And this is now secured in here to hang it. So then when I go to hang this on the wall, it's perfect. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing on this side, and then we can go to the garage and set it up.
Wouldn't want it any other way, no.
Okay, here's the finished hanger. And now I have a dilemma of where to put it. So I'm kind of thinking there's a few different options here. One, which I think right now is my favorite, is to go right under the electrical box right here. Or I could put things over here, somewhere in this region. Don't think it would be as accessible. And this I probably couldn't reach super easily from the chair. So I'm thinking it has to go down here. I also think I'm at less risk of hitting electrical line. So let's do that. And I'm gonna go check. We have pictures of the inside of our walls before we close them up and make sure that there's no electrical wires below, because I don't think I have any command hooks and I kind of just want to nail it. So yeah. Okay, I've got the nails. Got my hammer. Fingers crossed. I do not die. Yikes. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna gather up all the tools that I want in here really quick, and then I will come back and we can organize it together. Okay, let's get started on this. So I said I wanted trimming and handling items up top. Trimming items I definitely use. are these three. These are my ride or dies. Love them. This one is like, these two are like the ones you get in the pottery pack you like get when you start pottery. And then this I love. This has been amazing. I think it's mud tools. So these are the trimming tools I use 100%. Trimming tools that I don't use all the time. I have an X-Acto knife with styrofoam over it. And it works. And then I have a needle tool, which I actually don't use that much when trimming. And then these are all my handling tools that I definitely use. These are some of the carving tools that I've used. It's really seeing one. This is one I use all the time. And then handling, these are pretty much my ride or dies. I have, this is to smooth out handles after I attach them. This is to kind of mark, but I also tend to use this one more to mark the clay before you attach the handle. And my knife. This is like a simple paring knife from Walmart. I use it to cut out my handles because I do not pull my handles because that makes me want to pull my hair out. So I use something called a newspaper trick, which is, I learned it from my pottery teacher and I've used it ever since. I would be shocked if I ever did handles another way than that. So that's this. These are carving tools that I don't actually use that often. Yeah, I just don't need them very much. I'm gonna put on the end. Throwing tools that I use all the time. I use these ribs. I always have two out. I don't know why. I always use the little one. Okay, and then other throwing items that I use every time. I have these two. This is to smooth out. It's like the final rib that I use. I love this way more than the rubber ones. And then a needle tool. And I think I'm gonna try and store sponges in here, but I don't think I will a ton. I feel like they just kind of float around and that's the role that they play in my life. And then also this. I use this every time I throw. Everyone has one. You all need one. So if you don't have one, you're not doing pottery. So. Bro, I got a toy. I've had this for like 3 weeks and I didn't even know this was in it. That is, yeah, exposed. I did not wash this, so that's so funny. It's adorable. So if you were in Alabama and donated this, you will your baby back. And then I do have a lot of these ribs that I never reach for. And I think it's because most of the time they're just over there on a shelf way far away from my wheel. So this is a great opportunity to kind of bring some of those over. All right, this side of the studio got a little bit of an upgrade, a little bit of a makeover. So we put in our organizer and then I just hung 2 maple leaf hooks so that I can hang my aprons. I'll see you guys in the morning. Okay, good morning everybody and welcome back. This vlog is extremely chaotic and it will continue to be so. Today I am gonna bring you along for some of the home projects that I'm working on. And the first one is to build a planter box. And this is because we have a lot of dirt on the side of our house that we brought from our last apartment complex, and that's a long story, but we weren't planning on keeping some of this furniture that we've built, this outdoor furniture that we built while we were at our apartment, I don't think, and so I'm actually going to take them apart and reuse the wood to build a planter box. It'll just be temporary because we don't really know what we want our backyard to look like. So yeah, we're just gonna build a temporary planter box so we can put all of the dirt in there. I'm gonna go ahead and disassemble this furniture. Okay, this is just an update, but I have disassembled all of the furniture and I'm currently putting this planter together. I have I'm screwing those 2 pieces in right now, and I have 3 of these long pieces and then 4 of these short ones. And I have 2 really short ones that I'm gonna use to make it equals this length exactly. So I'm slowly putting these supports in to secure the 2 levels. And then I will screw the top box in, and then it should be good to go. Here's the finished planter. Later I might put some soil in it, but for now I'm taking a break. Okay, welcome to our guest bathroom. This room is going to be our next makeover, and so I have ordered paint, and I'm going to prep the walls because we're going to change out these towel bars. So I'm actually going to remove those and then start filling the holes so that the walls are ready when the paint comes in.
Breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes. Undercover agents of the other. Beyond gravel, beyond oak. Dreamy, breezy, we go.
Okay, when I have these big drywall anchor holes, I really like to do the putty in 2 layers. So I'll do one just to like fill the hole and have something that the second layer can attach to in there. Otherwise I just sit there and mess with it forever. And then I use a damp cloth to kind of wipe away the excess around the hole after I finish filling it.
Easy, easy on our tiptoes. Undercover agents of the other. Beyond gravel, beyond oak.
I just finished up layer 1, and I will bring you guys back when we finish them up with layer 2. In case you're curious, I deep cleaned like 10 pairs of sneakers, and now I am relacing every single shoe. So that's what I'm doing right now.
Yesterday, there was sun and there was rain. Beauty in the mundane. And as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise. And now, there's something in the air, and a sparkly shimmer on our skin.
Okay, good morning everybody. Surprise, it's Sunday. But you can tell because I'm wearing the same thing. So today we're gonna continue with the chaotic vlog vibes, and I'm gonna keep doing house projects, like little things that I've been meaning to do. You already saw me put some of the dirt that we have had stored into our new planter box that I built yesterday, that you guys saw. So I started doing that. I only filled it up halfway to let the dirt dry. And so we're gonna fill the holes in the bathroom that I started filling yesterday. The frame that we bought for our dining room that I didn't show you at all, I painted a wall in there, but the frame is very damaged, and so I'm going to touch that up, and then we might do some paint touch-ups as well, because I can't paint in the lines to save my life.
Restoring everything within. Dreamy, breezy, we go.
Surprise everybody, I painted this wall in our dining room green the other weekend, and we got this piece of art, and I'm just gonna go through and touch it up with we bought it a little damaged, with a wood wax crayon.
Easy, easy on our tiptoes. Undercover agents of the other. Beyond gravel, beyond oak. Hand in hand, building castles.
Alright, I forgot to film a closeout clip, so I just wanted to say thanks for watching. This week it was a long one. I was just doing a ton of little projects, thought it'd be fun to bring you guys along. But come back next week for some more home projects and pottery videos. And I hope you have a good week.